are untouchable. We are unstoppable, and we are undisputed.
What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing some customization, fix up, that sort of stuff. We're going to be fixing up some WWE figures that I am unhappy with and I want to change. It's pretty self-explanatory, so let's not waste any time and get right into things. We're going to be doing some basic part swapping to fix up a bunch of figures. I've got a massive pile of figures right here. We're doing a whole lot of swaps, guys, making a few guys look a lot better though, so it's definitely going to be worth it. The first guy we're going to be fixing up, I think you guys can all guess it. It is my favorite wrestler, Tommaso Ciampa. You guys know how I felt about this figure. I absolutely love it, except for the height. You guys know this thing is way too short. Everyone who's reviewed it has agreed on that. It's tiny. Tommaso Ciampa is a lot taller than that. Just look at him next to Ricochet. He is shorter than Ricochet. I'm sorry, but that's just not right, Mattel. That is just not right at all. So we're going to be fixing up Tommaso Ciampa, and in order to do so, we are going to be swapping his legs with the fix-up that I think everybody and their mother in the community has done, and that is swapping on some Bobby Roode legs. We're just going to be, you know, swapping it at the thighs, doing those old ball joint swap between the two legs. We'll put his knee pads on there and the knee brace, and we'll swap the boots and all that, so it'll look accurate still. This is my only Bobby Roode figure, which kind of sucks. I'd much rather have an accurate Tommaso Ciampa and no Bobby Roode. I mean, if I really need one, I can pick up another one. I just don't see myself needing Bobby Roode very much, so I'd much rather have an accurate Tommaso Ciampa, so we're going to be sacrificing Bobby Roode in order to make that happen. But we're also going to be doing some other part swaps with Bobby Roode. We're going to be taking his white boots and we're going to be swapping them on to the one and only Ricochet. So Ricochet is going to be getting some white boots. He's going to be losing those little designs on the side of his boots, but I think it'll look pretty cool, and obviously if I hate it, I can just swap it back. But not only is he going to be getting white boots, we're going to top that off by giving him white knee pads, and those are going to come from my custom MDT Cesaro, which was designed in order to match this Tyson kid. You know, it's the same sort of color combination, so he's going to be sacrificing his white knee pads, but don't worry, because we're just going to put some black knee pads on there, so he's not going to look awful. It's, you know, it's going to be fixed. It's not a huge deal because, you know, Tyson kid's got black knee pads, Cesaro will have black knee pads, he'll just be losing a little bit of white in his attire, but I think it'll just look fine. It won't really make a difference at all. And those black knee pads that are going to be going onto Cesaro are going to be coming from the last elite, Randy Orton, because his knee pads are very much inaccurate because, you know, they're the closed back ones, which a lot of the wrestlers have the open back ones, but Randy Orton is just one guy that I always like to have the open back ones on. So in order to get those open ones on, we're going to take them from the WrestleMania 34 Elite Randy Orton. So we're doing a knee pad swap between those two Randys. And of course, people are going to start falling over. So kind of like a 4-way, 5-way swap there between basically like all these guys are switching parts between each other. Other than Tyson Kidd, he's kind of just there. You know, I guess we can kind of get rid of Tyson Kidd. Sorry. And speaking of getting rid of Tyson Kidd, well, we're also going to be doing a swap with Samoa Joe. And this is a fix-up that a lot of people have done as well. We're going to be taking his most recent Elite that's got the True Effects head scan and the alternate interchangeable hands, and we're going to be swapping the arms and head of it onto the GameStop exclusive Samoa Joe. So he's going to have the yellow attire with the True Effects head scan and the interchangeable hands. It's going to look pretty awesome. A lot of people have done that fix up as well. Many of you do know that my favorite color is red, but I always just preferred Samoa Joe in the yellow for some reason. I just think that figure looks really clean. I love the designs on it. So we're going to see how that looks. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get the hair dryer out and get part swapping. Alright guys, so we're actually going to start off with Samoa Joe because, you know, it's just switching parts between two figures, whereas a bunch of the other ones are going to involve like 3 or more. So we're going to go ahead and heat it up with the hair dryer and swap the heads and the arms. So let's go ahead and get started. Of course, I'll be speeding up the clips and putting music over it when I'm doing the actual part swappings. I don't think you guys want to hear a roaring hair dryer for like 2 minutes. But let's go ahead and flip this thing on and get started. Alright, so I think I heated them up for enough. We'll zoom out here because, you know, part swapping sure as hell ain't easy. So there we go. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Wow, they don't even feel that hot. Oh, maybe. Is he gonna pop? Alright, no, that does not feel hot at all. I think I have my hairdryer on the wrong setting or something. Yeah. Let me... Yeah, this thing is blowing cold air. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Let's go ahead and get this on the right setting and completely redo that. Yeah, guys, I just checked and this lever's got to be down and it was up. It was blowing cold air, so that did absolutely nothing. The figures weren't even mildly warm. They were just getting a little bit of an air shower, I guess. But anyways, let's go ahead and actually heat these things up so we can freaking part swap them, get on the other figures, and get this video out to you people. Alright, now that it was actually hot, hopefully that is enough to be able to part swap these guys. So let's go ahead and try this again. Oh yeah, this is, yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, this is, yeah. I was so confused, like whenever I didn't feel any sort of heat on those before, but yeah, I guess. You know, it's been a while since I've done any part swapping, you know, so the hairdryer's been put away for a hot minute, but yeah, you know, it's been a while, and it seems like every time I've tried to do some sort of part swapping on YouTube in an actual video, it seems to go horribly wrong and something gets messed up, so let's just hope we can avoid that this time. Maybe that was the only hiccup we'll have, but yeah, it seems like all of these are swapping pretty easily. So there, we've got the heads are already swapped. And can we get this arm off, please? I can feel it. There we go. And there we go. So now let's get these arms on. And then we'll be done with Joey Samoa. There we go. Come on. This arm is being a pain. This one shoulder here. Come on. There we go. All right. So there is the good Samoa Joe. We'll take a look at him in a minute. I'm just going to throw these arms on here before they really get a chance to cool down too much. And then this will be like my backup basic Samoa Joe. I don't even know if these are going to swap on, because I'm not sure with the new interchangeable hands if the arm molds are made like any differently. But they seem to be going on there. Just got to put up a little bit more of a fight. They are pretty warm. Like, I definitely warmed these up for a good like 2-3 minutes, so come on. You're the last one. Don't let us down now. There, finally. Whew. Alright, I'm already sweating, man. This is hard work, okay? I'm not built for this anymore. It's been too long. But anyways, there you can see the Samoa Joe swaps. I think this one looks absolutely awesome. I definitely do not regret doing this at all. I love that. Definitely going to be using this Samoa Joe from now on. I just like how the yellow looks so much better on him. I was never really a fan of the green figure that they released. I never picked it up. Green's just not a color that I'm a fan of, which I've said like recently a lot. The red one's okay, you know, I don't hate this figure or anything, but I definitely prefer the yellow. I think this figure looks absolutely awesome. We'll get a closer look at everything when we're done, but there is Samoa Joe. Alright, so now that Samoa Joe is taken care of, we're going to move on to Bobby Roode / Robert Roode, whatever you want to call him, and my boy Tommaso Ciampa. So to do this, I think we're just going to have to spread both of their legs open and stack them on top of each other. And then I guess we'll just have to send the hairdryer straight up the crotch so we can warm up those pegs and swap the legs nice and easy. Those ball joints are super easy to do if you've never done them. Like the first time I did them, I was like, whoa, this is so much easier than I thought. So we're definitely going to do this. We're going to just stick the hairdryer right there, warm them up, and then we will do the swap. So let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Turning it on now. Alright, that should be more than enough. I warmed these guys up for a really long time, and yeah, I can already tell they are super soft. The plastic is nice and melted, so we can just do that. You see how easy this is? Like, it blew my mind the first time I ever did any sort of like crotch swapping. I'm not gonna put the Ciampa legs on here because he's just gonna look dumb, so that's pretty well garbage now. Or maybe, you know, I'll find some sort of a use for it because I know that torso is pretty unique. And same with these Ciampa legs. We'll need them though because we're gonna swap the knee pads and the boots onto here, but we're gonna have to warm that up all over again. That's not hot whatsoever right now. And then yeah, it's super simple. If you've never done any of these crotch swaps before, yeah, it's literally that easy. Now, there you go. Tommaso Ciampa is going to have the correct height now, but he does not have the accurate boots and knee pads, so we're just going to take care of that right now and maybe get a few of those other guys in here because, you know, we're doing knee pad swaps with them as well. So I think we will do that right now. All right, so here we are doing literally a 6-way swap. We've got the 5 full figures and then, of course, the old Tommaso Ciampa legs. So basically a full 6-way swap. So there's no way I'm going to warm all these guys up at once. So I think we're just going to worry about getting Tommaso Ciampa and Ricochet taken care of. So we're going to push these two to the side later. Cesaro's kind of going to be half done. So we'll just worry about warming these guys up and then we'll pull Randy Orton in and take care of them last to finish it up. So we're going to warm up all of these boots and we'll be able to get Ricochet's white boots and white knee pads on, and we'll be able to give Tommaso Ciampa his correct stuff. Cesaro will be without his legs. We'll have to reheat those up because they're probably going to cool down by the time we're doing all those swaps. And then we'll pull Randy Orton in and we'll warm up the Randy Ortons and the Cesaro to take care of Randy and Cesaro. I know it's a little bit complicated, but once we get going, you'll get a handle on it and you'll pick it up. You'll see what we're doing. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Alright guys, so I heated these up for an extra long amount of time. Hopefully we are able to do the majority of them. I don't know whether we'll be able to do all, and I don't know why I'm wasting time talking. We're going to start off and take Ricochet's boots off. And man, just a side note, these will look so cool with the Tommaso Ciampa color scheme if they didn't have the R on them. I definitely would have considered doing that. And we'll get Tommaso Ciampa's boots taken off. Or here, I'll zoom the camera out so you guys can see just a little bit better. We'll pop Tommaso's other boot off. So these are ready to go on Ciampa, and we'll do the knee pads together so I don't confuse them because I'm stupid. But we will take the Bobby Roode knee pads off if they want to come off, and then we can swap on this Tommaso Ciampa knee pad. Come on, we are wasting time. There we go. We will get this Tommaso knee pad on. Bobby Roode's got them thick thighs, so maybe a little bit more of a struggle than taking them off of Ciampa. But it looks like this one is going on, and I'm so excited to see how this Ciampa's going to look. It's going to be night and day. It's going to be so much more accurate, and I'm very happy about that because you guys know just how much I love Tommaso Ciampa. So I definitely had to do that fix-up. I don't think those like silver polka dotted ones would have looked like awful on there. They just would have been like super inaccurate, and there I go making a mistake and trying to grab that one, but anyways, let's get this knee pad off here. They are super warmed up. I did warm these guys up for like an extra long amount of time just to, you know, have that little extra opening in order to part swap as much of these as I can without having to reheat absolutely everything up. So there we go. Ciampa's got his knee pads on, and here are his boots. We will start off with this one. And there goes the right boot. Come on. Come on. Nope. There we go. So there is the right boot for Tommaso Ciampa. And the left one might need to be heated up more. No, it doesn't. Come on. Oh, so close. There we go. All right. So there is Tommaso Ciampa with the correct legs. He looks so much better. So there's Ciampa. Let's try and get Ricochet down. I don't know if Cesaro was warmed up enough, and I think he was. There we go. We'll get these purple boots off of Cesaro. They look absolutely clean. And then we will take the white knee pads off if they want to come off. I'm sad I didn't have any like open white knee pads to put onto Ricochet, but these will do. These will do. You know, they won't look awful. So there we go. One's putting up a fight, but there we go. We've got one off. And can we get two off? Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right, now we can discard Cesaro because we're not going to worry about him. We're going to heat him up all right and nice. And then we will put Ricochet's new white knee pads on, and this should just absolutely make the figure pop with the white knee pads and the white boots. The designs are just gonna pop all that much more rather than just black and black knee pads. If I wanted to do that, I think this would look cool. I don't think I've seen anyone else do the white and white. Maybe someone has. I won't, you know, be like, oh, I'm the first one to do it. You were all copying me, because you know it's a community. We all go off of each other's ideas. And I almost put this on the wrong foot, but there we go. We will get one of Ricochet's new white boots on now. And I know the majority of people have been putting on kick pads to give him like his independent look. I just didn't have any white kick pads, and I wanted to see how the white on white would look for Ricochet. And I'd say it looks pretty damn awesome. I love how that looks. So there is Ricochet and Tommaso Ciampa taking care of the two NXT boys here. So now let's move on and heat these guys up and get Randy and Cesaro taken care of. Alright, I have both Randy Orton's and Cesaro ready to go here. He's going to be holding his boots so they don't go flying. But yeah, we're just going to warm up all these boots so we can get the knee pads swapped all between these guys. You know, Cesaro's getting these ones. This Randy's getting... I'm confused. You know, it'll make sense when we do it. Cesaro is going to be getting the black closed ones. The new Randy Orton right here is going to be getting these ones. And then this Randy Orton's not going to have any because he's just going to go in the junk pile. So now, let's do it, now that we're all clear. Alright, hopefully these are warmed up enough. Let's go ahead and give this thing a shot. So I think we'll start off with this Randy. He's going to need to have his boots off the longest. Ooh, these are really hot. That just burned my finger low-key. But there we go. We got Randy's boots off. Those popped off super, super easy. So that one's going on there. And this one will be going on here. These things are like so hot. Wow, they actually slide off and on so easily. So that's really nice. That'll be super quick then if everything is that warmed up. I won't have to worry about anything cooling down. But we will get Cesaro's first knee pad on there, and yeah, I don't think this is going to affect how awesome this custom looked with the black or white knee pads. It's still going to match oh my goodness, it's still going to match Tyson Kidd no matter what, and that's, you know, what matters because it's designed for that. Trey absolutely nailed the hell out of this custom. I don't think I've really shown it enough whenever he sent it to me, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be using Cesaro and Tyson Kidd together. They're going to be definitely a force to be reckoned with. Okay, let's not put these on the wrong feet. I don't know why I always confuse the boots so much. I feel like they have R and L like engraved on the top of it, but I'm just too lazy to actually freaking look at it. I put it on the wrong foot. I knew I was going to. Oh my god. Come on. Or, I mean, come off. But yeah, let's fix that up. I swear to God, I looked so close at it, and then I ended up putting it on the wrong foot regardless. God, that looks better. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this other one on here, and then we will be taken care of in terms of Cesaro, and we can get on to Blandy Randy. But there we go. We've got Cesaro with the black knee pads, and honestly, I think this might even look better because it matches the wrist tape and it matches his sleeve. You know, there's not as much white really as Tyson Kidd, but yeah, they're going to look pretty good together. So there is Cesaro taken care of. Now hopefully this Randy is still warm enough, and yeah, he definitely is. So there, we'll take this Randy's foot off, and we'll take his other foot off, and we'll get those knee pads off of there, and then we can put them on the other Randy, which is already like damn near perfect. Like, this figure is gonna look so good now. I am very excited with the interchangeable hands. The head scan looks amazing. I got a custom jacket that'll be throwing on there, and yeah, this Randy Orton will be absolutely perfect, and I am so excited to see it. It'll really be like the ultimate Randy Orton Elite. you know, you always got to have like John Cena and Randy and all those other guys too. You know, as great as getting new people are, you know, you got to have those established guys in any collection, and it's important to have a good version of them. So this will be my definitive Randy Orton Elite. So there we go. Unless, of course, they do end up making a better one, because, you know, that's always a possibility. I'd be open to getting a better Randy, but this one is just absolutely perfect in my opinion. So there we go. I'm not going to bother putting the boots on the other Randy on camera, because, you know, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, there's the good Randy Orton. Let's go ahead and wrap things up and take a look at all these new fix-ups that we've done. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to take a look at all of these customs in their finished glory. I think they all look absolutely amazing, and I'm extremely excited to use them in the pick fed. So let's go ahead and get things started with the first one that we did. And here is the Samoan Submission Machine Samoa Joe in the yellow there with the new True Effects head scan from Elite 64. I mean, it's really not that new now, but I think it looks pretty awesome on this body. Combined with the interchangeable arms so he can do his little pose there. And I put the shirt and the towel on him. I think this looks absolutely perfect. Samoa Joe's definitely going to be a big player in the pick fed. I mean, obviously, because he was world champion, in the original UWF, so there's no way that he's not going to make some sort of an impact in the new UWF. So I'm very excited to get using this Samoa Joe. He looks absolutely awesome. Up next, you know, it's probably the most minor one of them all, but we've got Randy Orton here with the correct knee pads. You know, they're open on the back, so, you know, it's proper, and he does look pretty amazing with that jacket. The interchangeable hands are awesome. The head scan's great. The attire, I love everything about that Randy Orton. It is perfect in my opinion. I would not change a thing about that Randy, so I am definitely going to be using him in the pick fed. Up next here, we have got the one and only Ricochet, and I think, yeah, once again, this one looks absolutely awesome. Ricochet looks damn near perfect in my opinion. The white on white there just makes the attire pop so much. Ricochet is definitely going to be in the pick fed. I'm very excited to use him. Really, he could show up anywhere. He could be a player for the Canadian Championship. He could be in the world title picture. Obviously, he meets the weight limit for the cruiserweight division, so it'll be really interesting to see where Ricochet does end up showing up. And up next, we have got the Swiss Superman Cesaro, and yeah, this guy looks awesome with the black knee pads. Cesaro and Kid are probably going to end up being a tag team in UWF. They were tag team champions in the old one. So yeah, I think he looks absolutely awesome. And the black on black does definitely match for the knee pads on both figures. And then they got their white trunks. And yeah, I love how this purple Cesaro looks. Big shout out to MDT for that. I never really properly showed this thing off. But yeah, that Cesaro is just absolutely awesome. And finally, we've got my boy Tommaso Ciampa looking absolutely fire with those new legs. That height just looks so much better. It's really a huge difference. And I absolutely love how this guy turned out. So there we have Tommaso Ciampa. We've got all these fix-ups that we've done here. Can't wait to use every single one of them in the pick fed and for pictures and videos and all that sort of stuff. I'm so happy with all of them. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of all these fix-ups. Which one is your favorite? Personally, I think mine might be Ricochet. I really do like how that white looks. Like the video if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and turn on notifications to never miss an upload. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video.